Okay, we are back to sample exam 1 and section 4, business conclusions. The extra 10,000 units production cost is the same as the first 10,000, but the shipment costs increases by $20 each. No need to re-optimize, just add the cost manually to the scenario, analyze the business situation. That's a fairly straightforward task. So the cost actually will increase by $20 times 10,000, that's $200,000. So the total cost with this additional shipment cost will be the cost plus 200,000. The operating income thus becomes revenue minus the new operating income and a new cost, and the operating margin is 33%. So in short, and this is fairly obvious based on this data, even though we may have to pay an additional $20, it's definitely worthwhile to ship in those extra transformers. Without them, we have an operating margin of around 20%. At the same time, even with the extra shipment cost, we are still in the operating margin of around 34%. In terms of operating income, this is an increase from around $300,000 to $1 million, so that's definitely worth it. Going back actually to the transformer income and thinking a bit more carefully about what is written here, what we can see that our changing sales, so advertising and price, and you can make these G3 and G4 references appropriately to advertising and price by renaming the cells and rerunning the scenario manager. Nevertheless, here what we can see that in both cases actually the price was maxed out by Solver, while the advertising was not maxed out by Solver. So consequently, this means that in order to generate as high revenue as possible, Solver maxed out the price and sort of counteracted the price with advertising by increasing pricing for the 10 or 20,000 option. So obviously, as we increase further production, we will at one point quite simply bump into the limitation of how far advertising can impact positively our sales. This is something that we have to keep in mind. Definitely it looks as, because we have not yet bumped into the maximum advertising, there is space for more. So actually we can sell even more units, and we can actually increase this to the very limit and see how many units we can transfer in from other regions or from other production facilities. However, the task finishes actually with this one. You have to recognize this item, that pricing is maxed out, while advertising is not, and this is your business conclusion, that we should ship in at least those 10,000 additional items. If we have more, we can maybe plan for the future. We should be able to ship in and sell even more.